Started here. Let's see, do I need toner? I don't think I do. We're gonna do, let me start with some eye gel. Yes, I actually was able to get up fairly early this morning. My alarm went off at 7. I could have gotten up, but of course I was a little lazy. It's Monday. So I waited until 7. And Mo started cuddling me. I can't resist doggy cuddles. So we spooned for a little bit. And then I woke up at 7:30. Tried to take him for a walk, but he was being very lazy. We got like 10 feet down the street, and then he wanted to turn around. So, but we're going to probably go hiking later with a friend. So maybe he'll be a little less lazy later on. Oh, Jay's first. He's so proud of himself. Hello. Hello to Scorpy and Sokol. Good morning to you all. I'm just getting started for the day. I'll put on a little makeup before we move over to the computer. What was I going to do next? Oh yes, my lotion. My Lumi lotion. Hello, Rab. Good morning to you all. I did see some stocks popping up this morning. One in particular that, I don't know, it seemed not very good. So we'll see what happens today. I don't have high hopes. I don't think a whole lot has changed since last week. Hopefully something will change this week. But I feel like Mondays aren't always the best day to trade. I feel like generally Tuesday through Thursday are the best days. And then some Fridays can be either dead, nothing going on, or actually pretty good. And actually, I want to put a little, since I'm going to go hiking today, a little SPF on my nose. It's the only thing on my face that likes to burn. So we're going to put this foundation, that's a lot, right here, because it's got a little SPF in it. Maybe a little on the forehead too. I'll just put it on there. Rab says, do you total power S? I don't know what that means. Explain yourself, sir. That was an incomplete thought. Stupid thing. Oh, Sakal wants to know if I slept well. I slept pretty well. I did wake up in the middle of the night. I don't remember why. Usually I wake up once or twice a night. Most of the time because my dog is barking at me about something. Wants to go outside. I try to take him outside before we go to bed. And sometimes he just doesn't want to listen. He's a piece of work. I don't know if you knew that, but like yesterday, Chicken just sent me a $4.99 super chat and says, let's see the 360. While I do enjoy your super chat, this is not a channel where I get up and do things for you like a monkey, like I always like to say. So I am going to decline your request to do a 360 because that's not how this works. I suggest you go look at my profile description and then come back when you've learned your lesson. Now, plus it's early. You don't make demands on me like that. Early in the morning. No, there's no refunds here. No. He did it voluntarily. He could have asked before he sent it. I do not follow the demands of any man, much less one like that. I will not bark for you. I will not put my hair up in a ponytail. Let's not even start with that. I shouldn't have even said it. Or any of the other demands that you're going to put on me. Like I said, especially this early in the morning. Give me a freaking break. Moving along. Here's my concealer. Put a little bit of this. A little bit of that. Now you distracted me from my story. Yeah, exactly. Just a reminder to keep your comments respectful and appropriate, or you will be either in timeout like a child or completely banned from the channel, and then I don't have to listen to you anymore. Yes. Okay, lots of, it's too early for trolls, y'all. Come on, take it down a notch. Can't handle it. Anyways, I'm going to continue with my story, and I'm just going to be banning people in the chat when they say stuff like that. I'm not even going to repeat your comment. That's how much attention you get, is 0 from me. But anyway, so I woke up yesterday, and usually I'll take my dog for a walk first thing, and then he wants to be fed right after. Oh, Nick just subscribed to the channel. Thank you for that. And so I think we finally went for the walk, and then I try to move the dog stairs away from the bed so he can't get back in bed, but I forgot. So partially my fault. I did forget, and he snuck up in the bed, and he like I said, I don't like him to be in the bed at that time of day. So I asked him to get down, and he knows what I'm talking about, like he knows what I'm saying, but he didn't want to. So he started growling at me, and I politely told him to get down again, and he finally listened, but he gets off the bed, and he came over and he bit my foot. He's such a jerk. Yeah. That was his version of throwing a tantrum. Anyway, so he's out of control. Totally out of control. LGVN is popping up. We'll have to check that out on the computer when I get in that room. I'm trying to make this quick. It's 8:09. I do like to be on the computer as early as possible for trading, but I also wanted to get this done. So pick and choose. Alfredo says, "You are the real Queen Fiore, and I wish all the men at World was yours." Thank you for that. I'll check comments a little bit more when I'm done with this, when we move into the other room and get set up over there. Right now we're just getting this situated here. Where's my, that's what I wanted. Do a little boop. Is Scorpy still in the chat here? Are you still here, Scorpy? I'm going to post your interview this morning. I just finished the thumbnail a few minutes ago. So I'm going to upload it, and it'll have to sit there for a minute. Actually, that'll be my first project when I get into the other room. And then I'm just going to do a touch of this. DG is in the chat. Hello to you. He says, "Hello, my supreme goddess." Let's just color that in a little bit. There we go. And hard to talk and put this on at the same time. Okay, there we go. AIFFCYN. Popped up on one of my scanners, but not the scanner that I... Oh, I'm going to put a little of this across the middle here, too. Yep, just like that. And I'll blot it in. I'm not going to do highlighter today. It's not a highlighter. Oh, yeah, but we are going to do... There it is. Here it is. Rab, your comment doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. If you want to try to retype it in the chat. Just a reminder that super chats are on. If you would like your comment to have priority, then I suggest you accompany it with a super chat. And if you're, ow, that's a little too hot. If you're watching this video afterwards, after it's live and it's recorded down to the channel, you can always leave a super thanks on the video as well. what was I going to say? But once again, do not send me a super chat with a command because I'm not that kind of girl. So if you're going to send a super chat, it's just for me to see your comment. Or when we get in the other room and I have my wheel and my dartboard, you can send a super chat and I will spin the wheel or throw it at the dartboard. You can do that. But you do not give me random commands. I find that extremely irritating. Not irritating, it's just no, not happening. No, here's some pretty sparkly gloss. I'll put that on. It smells like a vanilla cupcake. Okay, I believe we're ready. Here we go. We are traveling to the other end of the house. Oh, we're gonna pick up my tea on the way. My tea is ready. I'm doing the honey chai turmeric tea today. Oh, I forgot my shoes. I do need shoes. This is the last one of the honey chai tea though, which is kind of sad. I'll have to go get some more. Where are my walking shoes? Here we go. Walking shoes. I hope my watch is charged. Let's see. Oh yeah, I did have it charging overnight. Excellent. Good planning ahead, if I do say so myself. Let me move my beverages out of the way and set you right there. There's my wheel. Okay, let me put my shoes on and move the treadmill. All right, MTEK. I think I know I saw this last week. Just popped up on the 10% squeeze scanner. So we'll check it out. Ah! Okay. It's popping up a little bit. We'll check it out on... Get some background information on it. Hello, Ramir. Gamerboy says, if you can't afford Super Chat, then I don't know what that comment means either. Good morning, Ramire. And Gentilo is reminding you all to like the live stream. I appreciate that. MTech stalled out for now. Aw, Joe says I'm his favorite. Well, that's adorable. Thank you for that. I'm putting my shoes on. My back feels a little bit better today, but I went easy on the weight yesterday, so that's probably why. At the gym. Okay, let me put treadmill in place. Treadmill is in place. I put the watch on. Even though I am right-handed, I usually wear my watch on my right hand, but for walking I put it on my left hand. It feels very weird to be on my left hand. Oh yeah, let's put my lights on. Okay, you are allowed to have an opinion on one thing this morning, and that is, should I put my hair down or leave it up? It's the only thing you're allowed to have an opinion on today. Stop staring at my armpits. And I'm still getting situated here. But I'm early today. I did post my live stream schedule. If you follow me on other platforms, you might have seen it in my story on the one platform and then pinned to my profile on the other platform. And I'm early, so there's that. Okay, if you are spamming the chat, you're going to be put in timeout like a little child. I don't like having to do it. HCWB. This one's popped up before. Let's check it out. And by the way, if you watched my last day trading live stream, I totally called BIAF last week. I told you it was probably going to go to, I think it was 274 or something, and it actually went right to that number. I didn't trade it because it wasn't a good trading day and I wasn't sure what it was going to do. So I played it safe, but it was a good trade. And then let's also start this. Actually, let me change it. And there we go. Save. Maquette likes my nostrils and ears. Thank you for that. That's a strange compliment, but I guess I'll take it. Why are you not saving? I don't like it when you don't listen. Try again. Save. Not saving. Okay, then we reload. How annoying. HCWB is at 83 cents right now. It went to, what was that, 90 cents? Might go to $1. You know, those under $1 stocks like to go up to $1, or sometimes $1.10, $1.20. We'll see what happens. Okay. How about some music today? You guys were asking for music yesterday. Let's see what's gonna not get me in trouble. We'll try this. Sip the water. Holy crap. Gentilo has 5 dogs and 32 cats? No, you don't. I hope they're not all in the house. That sounds very stinky. That sounds very stinky. Well, you must have come in late when you didn't hear my story about how Mo bit me yesterday in the foot because I told him to get off the frickin' bed. He's a terror. But like I said, he's very cuddly in the mornings. In the evenings, he's got like sundowners and he gets very cranky. I don't know what his problem is. But he's always been an early riser since he was a puppy. When I first got him, he would want to go to bed at like 8 o'clock at night, and then he was up at like 5 in the morning. He's always been like that. Okay, HCWB is pulling back with some large red candles currently, so we'll see what happens. Who we got over here? FFR. I'm going to call you French Fry. French Fry, you can hang out for a little bit and watch, but then you will be expected to send, so figure your life out. He didn't like that. It's okay. I don't like him. We're going 2 miles an hour. Okay, there we go. Just picking it up a pace here. Vishnu, I do not take instruction from you. I did ask earlier if you guys wanted the hair up or hair down. So you can say in the chat, I'm giving everyone in permission to say in the chat if you want hair up or hair down, but you do not command me, okay? You just stop it with that. Good morning, Chris. Ramirez votes hair up. How about the rest of you turds? Ramirez, you only get 1 vote. Don't spam, or you go in timeout again. Didn't I already put you in timeout, or is that somebody else? Chris says, do your hair however you're most comfortable. Well, you know what? Sometimes I'm a little indecisive, so I give you the option. Oops. Gamer also votes up. So we've got 2. Scorpio says he was a timeout. Well, obviously he didn't learn his lesson because he's doing it again. So next time he's going to be put in a longer timeout. Oh, he said he was not put in the timeout. It was somebody else whose name started with an R. Gentilo says, I'm the best. Thank you for that. Let's see if the tea is ready. It is. It's delicious and refreshing. Chris is asking for the hair down. Scorpio votes hair down. Okay, we've got 2 and 2. New tiebreaker or 2. Any other votes? Can I make a poll in the chat? I don't know how I do that. Is that an option? Let me explore. Chat filter. What's this? I don't know what these things on the side are. Brightness. Shopping. Share. I don't want to share. I don't see a poll option. Maybe I'll have to look it up later. Okay. HCWB is kind of popping up again. Let's get this video uploaded. Because it needs to marinate in the YouTube, in the algorithm for a little bit. Oh, and I need to rename it. We are going to name this Interview with a Scorpio. Did you hear me say I was going to post the interview this morning? Oops. There. Okay, we renamed it, and then we are going to. I need 2 hands for that, otherwise I would fly off the treadmill. Back to the treadmill. Big Nuke. That's an interesting name. I need to get off again. It says hair down. All right, here's what oops. L. No, not colon. L. This. Delete. Delete. Okay. And then we will select this. And then next. And none of the above. Next. Oops. Submit. Oh, Scorpio says he's kind of excited, but also a bit nervous. All appropriate feelings. Fasit says I look just like an Indian actress. Weird, because I'm very not Indian at all. That's kind of a strange thing to say. I don't know who you're talking about, but I can't imagine I look like anybody who's Indian, since I'm Italian and German, but whatever. Unlisted. I'm trying to think if I can send Scorpio the link if he wants to check it out. It's uploading anyways. Good morning, Lupe. Aw, the Razor says we love you. Fasit says Indians come in a wide range. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see too many super light-skinned Indians. I guess it's possible, especially if they're mixed, but I don't know. I'd have to see the person you're talking about, and I'm too lazy to look it up. All right, if we're going to do hair down, then we need the fan on. You know, it gets hot under this mop of hair I have. All right. It's a little crazy. I'll take it down for a minute. If I get too hot, it's going back up. Take it down for a minute. Itchy right here. and it's very disheveled. Let's get it in the back so it's not crowding me. Ah! There, you happy? Disheveled? Crazy hair. Okay, let's look at HCWB on a bigger chart. HCWB. HCW Biologies. Sounds like maybe a biotech or something. What is this candle? This 5-minute candle, 51%. Okay, let's go back on the 4-hour chart. Check out the history. Okay, all right, lots of volume. Let's check out the other info on this, shall we? Let's see. HCWB is the ticker. First of all, let's see where this thing is located. Okay, now this stock, headquartered in Miramar, Florida. I know where that is. And it is a biopharmaceutical company focused on discovering and developing novel immunotherapies to lengthen health span, blah, blah, blah. And it had news at 8 a.m. for some positive research results, which you might think sounds good, but a lot of times, especially these bio stocks, when they have good news, they get shorted the crap out of them. So let's take a look at some things. 4.73 million share float. I do like that. That's a very low float. That's what I like. 1.22% short float. That looks okay, but you always take that with a grain of salt because there's always these stupid naked shorts that come around and short the crap out of stuff. We have relative volume at 0.39, which is not great, but I don't know how accurate that is, how current that is. So it looks okay on the surface. It does have a lot of volume coming up. So I think in this case, we really have to pay attention to the level 2 data. And it did pop up, but then it had some large red candles on the 1-minute chart, which I'm not happy about. So let's look at some levels. It is popping up again, coming up again. Levels. I'm going to write this down. Here's my pen. I'm out of paper. Let's try this one. I don't like this notebook as much. Bend it back. Okay. HCWB. Ooh, now it's really popping up. It's at 84 cents. The next level I see is $1.03. After that, I see 115. After that, I see, then it really goes up. Oops, 189. I doubt it'll get that far, but it's on there. So this thing could go. It could go. I'm not promising anything, but I'm just saying it's a possibility. 5-minute chart looks good. We've got 2 high volume but indecisive candles before this 5-minute candle. So I would say overall it's looking pretty darn good, to be honest. We just got to watch the level 2 and those stupid shorts that like to sneak in and F everything up. Yeah. So that's the one I'm watching right now. And it is looking good right this minute on the 1-minute chart. So, should I stay or should I go now? Meaning, should I take the trade now? I'm gonna wait. No, my nostrils are closed, you weirdo. What a weird thing to say. Scorpio says he kind of wishes he knew anything about stock trading. Scorpio, it's too early for a question like that. He says, if you could be a great goddess, which one would you want to be? Or do you want to be a new one that was a goddess over something new? I don't know what to tell you. That's kind of a weird question. Oh, HCWB is pulling back in a big way. So this could be what I was talking about. I told you the shorts like to come in on these freaking bio stocks. It wasn't a huge red candle, but I don't like it. I'm kind of more watching the 5-minute chart to see if the current 5-minute candle closes above the last one. That'll really tell me a little bit more, I think. Gentilo says, this evening after work, I'm subscribing to the channel, the highest level. It's the minimum to serve Goddess Fiore. That's very well said. I would agree with that. That is the least you could do. So, I'm happy to hear that. And when I do my update on Thursday, we will give you a congratulations if you do it. We will mention you. Aw, Kevin says, hi, you're very pretty. See, that's a nice compliment. Telling me my nostrils are small is a weird compliment. Obviously, a lot of you need to be trained. What is with this hair? That's not any better. Whatever. Okay, 5-minute candle is, now it's looking good again. I think it just went over that red candle I didn't like, which is a good sign. What time is it? 8:30. Good. Kevin, you were doing so well, and now you're telling me to turn around. I do not take directions from men. AGRZ, let's pull it up on the big chart. MTech didn't do anything. Not impressed. AGRZ, we can't even hear the music. Okay, AGRZ is getting a little movement. Let's pull that up on an edge. AGRZ is also a very cheap stock. Cheapos today. It's got some room to go, but it's also had some pretty big drops. What was that? 2 days ago? In after hours, a very nasty drop. So you have to be careful with this one, but let's just check out some levels. 80, 88 is the next level. I might have already broken that one. Let's see. No, 80.40 is the current high. Hello, Mama. I hear you. Mo just came in the room here to say hello. What's up, puppy? What's up? You need to go outside? You know how to go outside. You want to go outside? You go outside? He doesn't know what he wants. And then the next level after that, 89. I'm still walking. 89. And then 123. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Gentilo says, guys, you don't make free requests to Goddess. In general, you don't make any requests to me. I give the instruction here. That's actually how it works in my world. And again, if you want to boss a girl around and have her dance around like a monkey for you, then I'm sure there's lots of other channels here that you can go to. That's not my style. It's just not. Hello, Nicholas. Good morning to Navo. Navo? FGL just popped up on my scanner. Let's pull that up. FGL and AGRZ is still going up. Oh, FGL looks crappy. Doesn't look good at all. I'm not interested. But AGRZ, that could be something. But let's pull it up on, let's get some more info. Oh, what are you doing? Stupid ad. I'm gonna buy your crap. AGRZ. Now, agros. That is quite the username. L with a bunch of J's. Yeah, I see you. Where was I? Oh, yes. Some of these subs are like little cockroaches. They see me looking at them and they scurry away. Oh yeah, here we are. AGRZ is popping up nicely, but the level 2, I don't know. There's a lot of sellers stacked up. I don't know. It is an 8.82 share float, which is nice and low. Short float is 2.98%, which is meh. Relative volume looks good, 2.4. So, no news. This is a company based in Malaysia, and it engages in the development of vertically integrated agricultural technology solutions. It focuses on the design, build, management, and operation of indoor CEA vertical farms. Interesting. Whoa. There. So, that sounds interesting. A vertical farm. I don't know what that would look like. Vertical farm. AGRZ. So, what are you doing? No, I didn't say I wanted to leave the site. I just want to stay on the site. Good morning, Charlie. And Caitlin. Normal. Just a reminder to not spam the chat. You are 2 seconds away from a timeout. You are now getting timed out. Time out. We'll try 1 minute. If you act like that again, you will be back in the timeout. Okay, Gentilo's back to work. Good luck to me. He's back in 6 hours to get his season ticket. I think he's talking about a membership. Sounds good. Okay, so just a reminder that super chats are on. I did not buy my phones last night like I was supposed to. I was too busy. Oh, yeah, let me check this video. I was too busy editing a video. Oh my god, here we go with the freaking ponytail people again. No. No. I won't. Nicholas, no, I do not understand French. I actually speak more Spanish than I understand, but that would be, and maybe even a little Latin, although people don't really speak Latin. Where did my chart go? WTF. What the hell? All right, we're just going to go back on the site and open another window. since my computer just decided to, for no reason, remove that window. It was very rude of my computer to do it. This is why I'm trying to replace you, because you don't listen. There we go. Move over. Okay, AGRZ. We're on the 15-minute chart. Yeah, it's not looking great either now. So, no trades yet, and nothing is really that appealing to me right now. Just a reminder to keep your comments respectful for the chat, or you will either be put in timeout or banned. If I really don't like your comment, you're just straight banned, like that turd. No, but I do think French is a very pretty language. Very pretty language. The tea is quite delicious this morning. Where are we at? 0.41? That can't be right. Maybe it is right. Let's see. 23 minutes. 0.75. There's always discrepancy. Well, I think 0.75 is probably more accurate. And I think around 9:15, I will hop off the treadmill and make some breakfast. What am I going to eat today? I had oatmeal yesterday. Do I want eggs or oatmeal today? I think I'll do eggs. Oh, there goes Mo up his ramp. You gonna go outside? Enjoy. Charlie says, ma'am, can we see some of your dungeon toys? What makes you think that I have dungeon toys? I have a wheel and a dartboard. I don't have dungeon toys. I'm a financial dominatrix, not a, dungeon dominatrix. I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I have not gotten that far in life. I do have like a little crop thingy with a little feather thingy on the other end. That's about as... Oh, and I do have a pair of handcuffs that one of my subs bought. So, I don't know. Those don't really qualify as hardcore dungeon toys. Oh, Mike is in the chat, and he says, you look perfect, my queen. Thank you for that. That is lovely. Lovely compliment. Scorpy is curious about the wheel and dartboard. So, they do require a $5 super chat if you would like me to spin them for you or throw at them. So the wheel has, I'm trying to turn it so you can see, you probably can't see this far away, but it's got a bunch of options on there. There's various tribute amounts, obviously optional, and then various other things on there like tasks or CBT or SPH or confessions. Here, on my back. So there's lots of options on the wheel, and then the dartboard, it actually is double-sided. The other side is a picture of the world with different amounts on there. Also, oh, Miami is having severe thunderstorm warnings and tornadoes. That sounds lovely. Looks pretty nice and sunny here. Mike, just, I think this notification means that you just did your 3-month membership on the channel as a starter slave. And he states, I quote, I am not a real man. We already knew that. You already knew that. Okay, AGRZ is popping up. Next level is, it is approaching the next level of 89 cents. If it breaks 89 cents, I think the next level is 123. So this has some movement. Constantine is in the chat, and he's laughing again. He's always so amused by my banter, I guess. I'm assuming that's what he's laughing at, but if not, then please tell me. Please share with the class what you find so entertaining. Caitlin says, wear green tomorrow morning all day. So maybe you just meant wear green all day. Do you want to correct your comment? You don't want to get pinched. Is tomorrow St. Patrick's? Yeah, Tuesday. That's right. I celebrated on Saturday. I wore my lucky shirt with my shamrock. With my friend who is part Irish, and she's got this adorable little child with bright red hair. So, there goes Mo. Oops. Mike says, can you give me some advice about being much loser? Well, although I do appreciate your membership, I will mention that I do not kink play with subs who are not serving me. So if you would like to serve properly and send my initial tribute, and we can have a chat, and I can verify that you're over 18, then we can engage in that type of conversation. But until then, no. Indy says, naturally beautiful. Thank you for that. Hello to Robert. Caitlin, are you a woman, a man, a sissy? What's your deal? AGRZ is looking pretty good. We'll see where, let's do a 5-minute candle, 5-minute chart. Yeah, AGRZ is looking good. That one could go to 123. I'm just saying. Could, not will. Okay, just broke the 89-cent level that I mentioned. It's now 90.27. Now it's 90 cents again. But that might be a good trade, although I do see some sellers stacking up on the level 2. But I think that's going to be a good one. I don't think I'm going to take it because at this point in my life, I am trying to only do A+ setups. And since there's not really anything holding up this morning, I'm a little nervous. M3 is going to do some jumping jacks for us. How nice. Andrew says, hello, my goddess. Your dedication to fitness makes me realize what kind of pathetic dog I am. Well, we all knew that. We all knew that. Anyway. I'm still watching AGRZ. The 5-minute candle is closing to 1 right now. So is it going to pull back? Or is it going to keep going? Looks like, where's my stress dragon? I think, I don't know what it's going to do. Last 1-minute candle was, oh no, it's going to keep going. It's definitely going to keep going. I shouldn't say definitely. I don't like to use absolutes, but it is looking good. I think it's going to break $1. I'm not going to lie to you. I think it will go to the 123, if not more than that. I'm still not taking it. I don't want a 20% crap stock. I want a 50%, 100% mover. That's what I like. Oops, let me just up it a little bit. Jesus, or Jesus, depending on, says, do you go live when you're outside sometimes? Not really. I think I've gone live at the beach once or twice, but it's very hard when it's sunny to see the screen and whatnot. So, not the easiest thing to do. Oh yeah, I guess I could put the volume on here. I need a haircut. I need to schedule a haircut. I always wait until the last minute and she doesn't have anything for weeks. And then I get mad at myself that I waited so long. So I'm scheduling that today. I'm going to do it today. So call and schedule my hair cut. The thing about shaving it off, are you guys okay with that? Alonzo says, hi there, your really hair is beautiful. And I think he meant your hair is really beautiful. And I thank you for that compliment. Minion says he came out to his mom. Congratulations, I guess. AGRZ, it's got a 5,000 share seller on the level 2 right now. We don't know what it's going to do. I do think I know what it's going to do. I think it's going to go, if not to 123, you know, 119, 120. We'll see. But that's not enough of a move for me to get excited. And HCWB has completely pulled back. I think nothing's done. I don't think it's a great morning for trading. I told you Mondays are kind of hit or miss. And I think today's a miss. So just a reminder that super chats are on. If you would like your comment to get a priority response, then I would suggest doing that. And, oh, let me add this thumbnail. Edit. Let me put the thumbnail. Where do I add the thumbnail? Oh, thumbnail. Super chats today are going towards the phones that I still haven't bought. I was going to buy yesterday, but I was busy working on other things. I have a couple things I need to get done this week. Yeah. Thumbnail looks good. Save. Now we're just waiting for it to marinate in the algorithm. Let's add an end screen, shall we? What should we add for end screen? We do one video. But we're gonna put it up. I'm gonna put it up here. It's kind of awkward, but I think it's okay. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. AGRZ just popped up again. Yeah. AGRZ is looking pretty good. 36 seconds left on the 5-minute candle. Scorpio wants to see the thumbnail before I post the video. I mean, my interview thumbnails are all pretty much the same, so I can tell you it's going to look just like the other interview thumbnails, but with your face on it. And what was I going to say? I titled it "Interview with a Young FinSub," because you are quite young. Scorpio, if you're wondering, is the subject in my next interview. Next says, "Are cute," with a heart eyes. Ooh, that 5-minute candle did not end well. It has a tall wick and it ended red. So AGRZ is now pulling back. There are lots of sellers stacked up on level 2. And I don't know now. It's not looking good. You know, things change quickly around here. Good morning, Dominator. Is anybody going to spin the wheel today or what? I always get nervous doing no hands on the treadmill. I have pretty good balance, but still, I am clumsy at the same time. Nick, I have no idea what your comment means. I'm reading it again and I still don't know what it means. Charlie says, "Liz, are you an OF mod?" Oh, don't make me say that. They get mad on the platform when I say that. I do have an account there, but just to remind everyone, I do not post or send any nude or topless content. So, if you're going there hoping to see that, you will be sorely disappointed. So, there is an account. I have several adult platforms, none of which have any videos or photos like that. Now, if you like to be humiliated, and if you like feet, then you will enjoy my content. Errors is popping up. Let's AI RS. Let's check it out. I think this one popped up earlier, if I remember correctly. Air Sculpt Technologies. Oh, yes. Okay, this is looking good, so let's go check it out. Ugh. What is it, a 5-minute? Oh, 1 minute chart. 1 minute over here, and we're going to pull it up on this one. AIRS. Air Sculpt Technologies. It is at the high of pre-market currently. That's a good sign right off the bat. It has had a couple drops this morning, sudden pullbacks, but this current candle looks quite good. Let's look at the 4-hour chart and get some levels. Let's see here. Well, the volume is quite good on the 4-hour chart, but the next level I see is 328. So there's 328. Let's see if there's anything besides that. Ooh. So besides 328, we've got like a 438, a 438, and then we have quite a large gap to fill here to like 540-ish, 547 or so. So if this breaks 328, I could see a rather large move. The volume is quite high. Let's check out some other info about this one. But it's got 53 seconds left on the, there's your hair on my arm. It's about to break 3. And it does have quite high volume. It's being heavily traded, which is a good thing. It just broke 3. So if it breaks 328, I think we could see a bigger move. I am not done. Just stop it. Okay. Now let's go check out some details. AIRS. Stupid keyboard. IRF. Yes. I'll tell you about Air Sculpt Technology. Scorpio, yes, it is a $5 super chat to spin the wheel or have a dart thrown at the board. You know what would be kind of fun is to get pictures of some of you and print them out and put them on the dartboard, and then I could try to hit you on the dartboard. That'd be kind of fun. Just saying. Okay, Air Sculpt is a low float of 5.5 million shares. We could be heading for a short squeeze because there is a 64% short float on this. So these might be shorts trying to get out because they're scared. Or they're loading it up to slam it down. Could be either one. Relative volumes, only 0.86. This had news at 6:45 a.m. It announced its intent to delay the filing of its annual report, and it provided a business update. That's kind of weird and not very exciting news. An intent to delay a filing is not very exciting news. So, we'll see what happens. Very high short float on this thing. So, could be interesting. It could either be a short squeeze or a massive dump. But anyways, the high right now is, oh, it's the wrong candle. Come on, just work. $3.04. So, very high volume candle, 5-minute candle, 400,000 shares. I shouldn't say very high, but more volume than the other ones. 507 is wondering what my political commentary channel is, and that would be Fiore Unfiltered. I haven't posted on there in a couple weeks. I think I have a couple videos that I haven't uploaded. It's very hard to keep up with. Those videos take a very long time to record. It's hard to keep up with 3 channels. Rational Thinking says, can we have some videos of running? No, I don't work like that. Okay, hold on one second. I'm going to check. Okay. Okay. Hey, Perry. Can you guys still see me? Like, I just went to go check another app. And does the video go away, or were you still able to see me? I'm just curious. Can you tell me in the chat? Oh, okay. Some water. Looks like a lot of people left. I was only gone for 2 seconds. It looks like a blackout. Okay. Could you still hear me or no? It didn't freeze. I went, my friend that I'm going to go hiking with was texting me. So I went into my text to respond to her. Negative. He says negative. Couldn't hear me good. Okay. Well, now I know. It was just a short break. I just had to respond to a text. Ugh. Low battery. Okay, let me jump off this. Do I have a charger I can plug into that? I think there's one over there. Ugh. Yeah, jump. Okay, now we plug this. Oops, knock that over. And we're gonna lose music if I don't plug in. Stupid iPad. Plug in. Better. Okay, we're good. Now, where was I? I'm still watching AIRS. Had a 5-minute red candle, but very short. That's what she said. So this thing might go. This has a lot of sellers stacked up. I don't know what it's going to do. I think it will go, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's check the 15-minute chart. 15-minute. Enter. My gut is telling me that it's going to go, but I'm just not quite sure yet. We'll see what happens. Me stepping on the front of the treadmill. More tea. BG says, I'm super cute. BG, tell me a little bit about yourself. I'm curious about you. Your profile photo looks like an AI woman. Are you a woman? Are you a dude? Explain yourself to me. Dismiss. Where are we at? DG is back. Paul says, do you have pretty feet? Well, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So maybe some people like my feet. Maybe some people don't. I like them. So that's all that really matters. Oh, we're at 47, 1.54. This is 1.12. Never realized there was such a discrepancy between the watch and the treadmill. How tall am I? I am 5'6". I am of average height. DG is asking if he can ask a question. And my response to you would be, what have you done for me? What have you done for me that you think you deserve to ask a question? Oh, Ronnie, that's an interesting question. He says, ma'am, do you like to teach your subs pole dance? I have not done that yet, but I do think that's a fantastic idea. I have thought about it. If I had a more long-term sissy sub, that would be fun to do and quite entertaining. Constantine, what are you laughing at? Oh, Goldbox says he's only 5'1", so I would tower over him. Especially if I had 7 or 8 inch heels on, then I would be really towering over you. Master is saying, can you please slap me? First of all, I think it's interesting that the first word in your username is master, but you're asking if I can slap you. And secondly, I cannot slap you through the phone. And thirdly, what have you done to earn a slap? Nothing. So, I think you know the answer now. Now, just a reminder, we have the wheel and the dartboard out today. $5 super chat if you want to see that be implemented. Constantine says, that's just a hilarious idea. Yesterday when you called the dude who broke beta, he said he laughed all day. Well, I'm glad that I make you laugh. I make myself laugh. I'm glad you get my sense of humor. It's very dry. Jonah is asking if I can breathe through my nose. Why would I not be able to breathe through my nose? Because it's so small. Can you breathe through your nose? Are you jealous? Do you have very wide nostrils? DG says my sense of humor is perfect. Well, thank you for that. Thank you, mucho. Okay, so I've mentioned this already, but super chats today are going towards the new iPhones I will be purchasing. Well, was supposed to get them yesterday, and Constantine immediately reacted with a $19.99 super chat. That will be going towards the phones. Ow! Ooh. Excuse me. That was my back just saying it's pissed off about something. Who knows? Okay, we have Airs. Did a little pullback. Somewhat high volume 5-minute red candles, but it didn't really drop at all. So I do think this confirms my theory that it will continue. Did it just break the high of the last 5-minute candle? 293. Nope, it's right there, but it's about to. I can feel it in my bones. And there's also an 11,000 share buyer sitting right there. So we will see shortly. Actually, right now, it's hard to see that far away. 293. I don't know if it just broke it or not. I can't see. Jonah says, I insulted you. Sorry for that. Well, I didn't even see it. You didn't even faze me, so. That's what I think of your stupid insult. Did not even faze me. It's almost time to make breakfast. So I said I'm going to do eggs. I bought this massive thing of salsa at Sam's Club the other day. It's quite, I've had it before. It's quite delicious. I like Sam's Club, but being a one-person household, I don't really need a massive bottle of salsa. I wish I had somebody to share it with. Sometimes I'll give my parents live down the street, so sometimes I'll give them stuff, but I'm not happy with them right now. So I've got to figure out how to use up all the salsa. So I might put some of it in the eggs. Okay, Ramirez, you are now banned from the channel. I don't like your comments. Goodbye. Han says, Goddess Fury, do you ever do cell food diet? No idea what you're talking about. Scorby's asking if there will be other times to spin the wheel later in the week. I'm pretty much. Ooh, hold on. I'm pretty much in this room all the time now. So yes. And I will post my live stream schedule here as well. I posted on some of my other sites. But I just have to be careful. I have to like change the post for every site because all the sites don't like you mentioning other sites. So I will have to adjust the image I made a little bit, and I'll post the. What a moron. I just got an email from somebody about my pole studio, which has been closed for almost 6 years. Yeah, update your records there, buddy. Lillian says, whoa, hair's down today, looking good. Ronnie, I already answered this question. Did you not? Were you the one that asked the question about subs pole dancing? And actually, I do have a story for you. Let me read. Han says, cell food diet is fruits and vegetables. What has electricity in it? Not every fruit and vegetable has electricity in it to charge the physical stem cells. That sounds very weird. Not gonna lie to you. That's what I think of your diet. It sounds weird. I mean, I eat fruits and vegetables. I'm not gonna look up their electrical charge. I think that's bullshit. Just saying. Anywho, where was I? Oh yes, we were talking about pole dancing men. So I have a story for you. My very first, I wouldn't really call an experience with BDSM, but I don't know. I'm just going to proceed with the story. So when I first opened my pole studio back in 2015, one of the first people who reached out to me was an email, and it said something along the lines of, I own a dungeon in San Diego, and I would be obliged, appreciative, if I could come do a private lesson with my mistress. Wait, hold on a second. Pause that. Airs is breaking $3 right now. Let's see if it's going to break the high, which is 304. What did I say the next level is? 328, 4, 438, 547. Is this going to actually be a trade today? You guys have yet to see me take a trade. All I do is sit here and watch because it's crap. I guess not. It's back to $2.99. Actually, it's probably a good pullback to get in right now. I want confirmation. I want it to break 304. If I'm going to trade you, you got to do something. It went to 30. Oh, there it goes. It just did it. Listen, it heard me. 305, 306, 311, 313. Now it's probably too late to get in. 315. Now there's a lot of sellers popping up, trying to bring it down. I said this had a very high short float, didn't I? I will continue with my story in a moment. Right now, I want to see what happens here. Let me see. I think this is one that had the high short float. Airs. Yes, 64% short float. So we could see a short squeeze here. We could, but we could also not. I think it's foolish to speak in absolutes when you're talking about stocks, especially in this type of market. Goldbox wants to know if I've ever wrestled a guy and had them submit. No, I have not. I have not. Although I do have a story about that as well, but I'm still watching this stock because it's getting kind of interesting. I would like to see more volume on the 5-minute candle, personally. And I don't know if I like that wick top on the 1-minute candle. We've got 1 minute 30 seconds left on the 5-minute candle. But the last 2-minute candles are very large volume. Let's see what happens. Okay, where was I with my story? Oh, yes. Wait. It's still going up a little bit. To take the trade or to not take the trade, that is the question. The high right now is 318. And as I mentioned, the next level is 328. So it could get to 328 and then back off. And then, what is that, a 10-cent increase? That's not impressive. So I think it has to break 328 if I'm going to take a trade. I just think it has to. So we will await that. What are you barking about? No. Okay, anyways, my story. So I received this email when I first opened my pole studio, and the gentleman said that he owned a dungeon in San Diego, and he was asking if he could come do a private lesson and have his mistress there. And then he also said that if I could have as many other women present at the private lesson to humiliate him, he would be very thrilled about that. And I knew nothing about BDSM, so it was very weird to me. Being a brand new pole studio, I didn't really want to align with that type of dynamic. So I did not respond. But the 2026 me is very intrigued by that and would enjoy that very much. But, you know, it just, being a new studio, it wasn't I don't think it would have been a good look. Even if I'm accepting of it, people coming into the studio, the community, may not have been. So, no, 507. 507 says he wanted to come with his mistress to learn how to dance. No, he wanted to come and do a lesson with me and be humiliated by his mistress and a bunch of other women. It was a public humiliation session request is what he was looking for. Something just popped up, but I wasn't paying attention to what it was. So I don't know what it was. Shedding. Ah. But I do think that would be a fun task for one of my sissy subs to try to learn some pole choreography. Be quite entertaining. That would be a new challenge for me. I've never done anything like that before. I'm a very good pole teacher and very supportive and encouraging, so it would be a little out of my, I don't want to say a comfort zone, but regular, I don't know what word to use here, to try to laugh at somebody when they're learning. But I could do it, for sure. Okay, what are we doing here? We've got 3 minutes on the 5-minute candle. Are you going to do something? Or are you going to be a little bitch and pull back? Is that what you're going to do? Oh, Goldbox wants to know the wrestling story. Ronnie wants a pole dance tutorial video. Well, if you go back, I can't say that on here. I do have social media still up for my pole dancing studio, and if you go back a couple years, there's lots of pole dancing tutorials there. The wrestling story does not involve me at all, but there is a show, I think it's on Netflix, called Killer Sally. Has anybody heard of it or seen it? And it is about a woman I don't want to ruin it for you, but I'm just gonna, maybe I'll try to tell you the part without ruining it. There's a woman in the movie show, whatever, who, she was like a bodybuilder or something, I guess. And she was with this, I don't know if they were married or just dating, but she had this partner that was also a bodybuilder. And to support them, she would, I don't know how she was finding these people, but she would do sessions essentially with men who had a fetish for, I think there's a name for the fetish, I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but basically like wrestling dudes, and not really wrestling, just like manhandling them kind of and throwing them around. That's like a whole fetish. And guys would like fly her around the country to do this. And she lived in Oceanside, California, across the street from one of my friends, and about 2 blocks from where my pole dancing studio was. So that was kind of cool. Ah, what are you doing? Don't shrink my chart. I need to see it. Let's grow this one a little bit. 9:24. The market opens in 6 minutes. I was talking, got distracted, and yes, Son and Rad says muscle mommies. Yeah, something like that. But there's like a name for the fetish. It's escaping me right now. Okay, so being this close to stock market open, most things are going to pull back. And this is not a good time to take a trade, because when the market opens, it's a very unpredictable time to know what's going to happen. You kind of have to wait a minute or 2 to 5 minutes to see which direction the stock is going to go. So Ayers is pulling back currently, not too surprising, and we'll see what happens when the market opens. This was like $2 when on Friday towards the end of market close. So it's up quite a bit, so you can rest assured that people will be taking profit when the market opens, and then we don't know what's going to happen. Do I have any what? A1, you are not my toilet, and you never will be my toilet. I'm sorry to disappoint you. Normal loves me. Thank you for that. Goldbox says he's so small, most women can beat him at wrestling. It's called mixed wrestling. No, that's not what I'm thinking of the fetish. I have to go look it up. Primal play or something like that. Son and Rad says there's almost always a short opportunity at the opening of the market. For sure. I don't personally short though because I'm not comfortable. You can lose a lot of money shorting. I feel like, and again, I'm not a short trader, so if you're a short trader, then you can respond to this. I feel like either a stock is, how do I say this? The only stocks that would be good to short are hard to borrow, and you have to pay to locate the shorts. Because if it's easy to borrow, then too many people are shorting it, and then it becomes very risky. Is that a true or untrue statement? Scorpy, did what happen? We have 3 minutes until the market opens, by the way. Ronnie says, how do you feel when a sub from India tells you he built a temple for you? Look, I'm not into religious or sacrilege play. It is not my thing. I'm a very spiritual person. I respect gods, and I know where you're going with this, and you're trying to tell me that you're going to give up your religion and worship me and blah, 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 blah. No. I will never tell somebody to give up their religion. That's very sacrilegious. I know that's a whole fetish. Not my thing. So if you want to set up a little, shrine to me and worship, that is okay. But goddess worship, financial domination goddess worship, is different than religious worship. Exactly. Sacrilege is blasphemy, and I'm not down with it. Skeletor says trading stocks is worse than divorce. You lose at least half of everything, but your partner is still there. Well, it sounds like you're a shitty trader, so just saying. Sounds like you need to. I think it's hilarious when people say, like, oh, trading is so hard and, you know, nobody can do it right. Just because you can't do it right and you've failed doesn't mean everybody else does. Just a thought. 2 minutes till the open. Normal says, are you a model? What a silly question. No, I'm not a model. I'm 5'6", first of all. And second of all, I am definitely not skinny. Okay? Pretty sure most models are pretty skinny. I will never be skinny, and I'm okay with it. MTech is popping up again. 1 minute till the, actually 50 seconds till the market opens. Jonah says, you ain't always right. At least my grammar is better than yours. You sound like you think you are, and you attract a lot of yes men. Actually, I'm a financial dominatrix, and the people in the chat are mostly submissive men. So maybe you need to, you know, stop talking. Just a thought. Normal says, I like a little meat. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? Skinny is overrated. You know, to each his own. I'm not saying skinny is bad or good. I'm just saying I'm not skinny, and I have no desire to be skinny. I would like to lose a little weight for myself, but I don't really care what anybody in the chat or anybody else really thinks about my weight, because your opinion is irrelevant. Okay, stock market just opened. Let's see what happens with Airs. HCWB is having a dip. Ooh. Airs had a little bitty dip, but it looks like it's coming back up now, which is a good sign. But we're still watching. Now it's going back down. Yeah, I'm on the 1 minute chart. Okay. You're funny. Ooh, Airs is coming back up. And I would say it's looking pretty good right now. It's coming back up with a quickness. Oops, I was on the wrong level too. It just went from under $3 to 308. But now we have some sellers stepping in. HCWB is popping up. We'll see if it's able to sustain that. Let's see what happens here. And it's about time for me to make breakfast. What should I put in my egg? Yeah, so I'm going to put salsa in my eggs this morning. Although I did have chicken taco with salsa last night. Do I really want more salsa this morning? Just because I feel obligated to eat that whole bottle of salsa. It is quite large. That's what she said. Okay, are we going to break the pre-market high right now? What did I say it was? 318? Yes, 318. We're at 313. But remember, I'm not taking a trade until it breaks 328. That's the deal. Martin says, I'm beautiful every day. Thank you for that. And hello to Chris. Scorpio says you can never have too much salsa. It's probably true. Goldbox says he loves my SPH video. Which one? The doctor one? I think it's the only SPH one I have before I realized that I probably shouldn't be posting that on YouTube. On nothing. I didn't say anything. I didn't say, I don't think they heard me. hope they didn't hear me. Are you going to break 328 or what? Hello, Zachary. There's still a hair floating around here somewhere, and it's making me itch. Master, did you hear what I said before? He says, please, ma'am, scold me and insult me. I will do nothing of the sort because you've done nothing for me. I didn't see a super chat from you. I didn't see a tribute from you. Why would I keep play with somebody who hasn't done a damn thing for me? Zachary says, I wouldn't disrespect you. I wouldn't disrespect you. Well, thank you for that. You could teach some of these turds in the chat a thing or two. Ooh, Aries is pulling back now. We have ACXP popping up on the scanner, but I'm too lazy to look it up, and I'm starting to have to pee. I didn't say I'm starting to pee. I'm starting to have the urge. It's all the tea. So I drink more. 50 says, I once had $500 in crypto that dropped to less than $100. 2 years later, I sold it for $470. The stress of that experience isn't for me. Yes, I am not a crypto fan. I first got, hold on, this is about to break 328. 324. That's why I like day trading, because it's much faster. You don't have to be stressing about stuff like that for years or months. You just get in, you make a little profit, and you get out, and you have a nice day. Uh-oh. 328? Do I hear 328? We're at 322. We're at 324, 25. I think it's about to break. 328. And then the question is, do we wait for a pullback or do we just get in? Because the next level is 4, and that would be a decent trade. I do prefer more. I prefer 100%, 50% trades, but I guess I'll settle for whatever percentage that is. What did it get to? It might be rejected at 328. It got to 326. So it may not go past that. Scorpy is wondering if I know any other Findoms. I do have, not well, I have a couple that I occasionally chat with. There's one girl that did a mentoring call with me a couple months ago. I believe her name is Roxy. I tagged her on my one profile a while back. She does faceless, but I saw her face and it's very pretty. So I know her, we touch base every once in a while. She was feeling like she was in a rut with Findom, so I gave her some tips and she said that it's been helping her a lot. So I'm happy to hear that. She's adorable, I like her. And then there's another girl I talk to occasionally. She kept trying to get me to use this one app that I don't really like. I'm not going to say what it is because I'll obviously get in trouble, but she was trying to get me to use this app where I think, I don't know for a fact, but I think a lot of the people are doing like, how do I say this? Maybe like topless content and stuff like that. I don't, you know, I've said this many times, I don't do that type of content. So I enjoy doing humiliation all day. I'm not so much into trying to seduce men, is not really my thing. I'd rather make fun of them. It's more entertaining. So, I digress. Okay, I think this video might be ready to post. It just popped up as a notification. Scorpy. Oh wait, I have to write a description. Oopsie. Let's get a description going. Should we post the new interview? Should we post it live on? Hold on 1 second. Let me quickly write a lovely description, and we can post it right now before I eat breakfast. I have to trade more for this. Come on, come on. John says, do you know any other Findom called Bella Ray? Yeah, she used to have a YouTube channel. I think her YouTube channel got removed from what I saw. I loved watching her videos, I'm not gonna lie. She had a cute little personality, but I don't know her personally. I've never interacted with her, but I did enjoy her videos, and but I mean, they were pretty risque too, so I'm not terribly surprised that she got removed from YouTube. I would like to interact with her. She seems cool. What's this? No, I don't want that. Let me pause the treadmill for a second. I need 2 hands for this. Okay, that's what we wanted. Hold on, I'm making a description for this video. Enter. Oh, she got her YouTube channel back up? That's good. I'm kind of surprised. Oh, okay. Good for her. I was kind of sad when it got taken down. I'll have to go check it out. That's not what I wanted. Mother effer. Guess I'm gonna have to do this the hard way. Sometimes I just want to throw my computer out the window. I do want to get a new one anyways. Then I would have to get a new one. Maybe it's not a bad idea then. Just throw it out the window and then I force myself to get a new computer. I could blame it on Mo. Where'd he go? He left. Where is the thing I'm looking for? There it is. Now, what shoes am I wearing? Wouldn't you like to know? Here we go. That's what I wanted. And we will plug that in here. Okay, let's see what happens. Muhammad, I appreciate you, but you need to chill with the comments. Don't spam the chat. He says he loves my gym workouts. What shoes do I wear for walking? They're Nikes. Okay. Copy. And just a reminder, I don't mind a brief mention of Bella Ray in my channel, but generally I do not like discussing in detail other Findoms in my chat and my channel. That's rather rude, just so you know. Just let you know that I don't like that. That's what I wanted. Copy. Oops. Okay. Let me look this over. See if it is to my liking. What the hell is this emo song that's playing right now? Stupid. I am working on the description for the new video I'm going to post in a second. This is annoying. Just stop. I'm wish I had another hand to turn off this stupid song. Okay. Save. Are you ready for the new video? Do you want it? Oh, I would love your opinion on it. Alfredo says, Fiore, if I will be your sub that pay money, do I have the chance and luck to talk with you? What's up, VR? So my initial tribute is $50. My links are in my bio if you want to send that, and then we can have a conversation about what you're looking for. You do have to be over 18, and I do verify that you are over 18, just so you know. And nope, I don't want private, I want public. And set as an instant premiere. What is that? You and your viewers can watch it together at the same time. That'd be kind of fun. I don't have time to do it this morning because I'm going to go for a hike. Otherwise, we could do an instant premiere. Hello from Germany. Hello to you. Oh, BIOX, HCWB, STRFF popped up on my scanner. Errors was a fail. I'm glad I didn't take the trade. I mean, I guess it could pop up later, but it looks quite pathetic right now. Milty, can we see what shoes you're wearing? What have you done for me? Anytime you tell me something or you have a request like that, my response to you is going to be, what have you done for me? Have you sent a super chat? Have you sent my tribute? No, you haven't? Interesting. Okay. Now, if Constantine asked, I would probably do it because he's actually served me, done something for me. Now, no, I'm not going to hold off because my video editing sub is working on my doctor roleplay video, and I'm behind with posting videos in general. I don't like to go too long without posting a video. So we're posting it. And that's just how it is. And it's being posted right meow. Okay, so I leave you with that. You can go watch the video I just posted. Don't forget to leave super thanks and all that kind of thing. And leave a comment. I'm curious to know your opinion of the video. I'm gonna go eat some breakfast. I'm gonna go make some eggs with or without salsa. I don't know if the salsa is gonna be in them. Probably not, because I'm probably gonna have salsa later. I don't want to over salsa myself. Too much of anything can be a bad thing. So, Robin says, hi goddess, the toy squeezed by your holy hand is very lucky. He is lucky. On that note, I will leave you to go eat my breakfast. I will post the live stream schedule later on today in the post section. So you have it because I am live streaming quite a bit now. So that's the deal. And first things first, I'm going to go pee. All right, have a wonderful day. Bye.